Alright, we are back taking a look at a Greasefang deck, a deck that I have not really played since the Timeless format came out. Greasefang comes to us from Kamigawa and gives us a 3-mana 4/3 that basically can bring a vehicle from the graveyard to the battlefield each combat. It does have to go back to your hand after or at our end step, so you just kind of need to be careful about which ones you put in the graveyard and which ones are able to stick around. And the best artifact vehicle that we have on this MTGA client of ours is Parhelion 2, an 8-mana 5/5 vehicle from War of the Spark that allows you to create 8 flying and vigilance worth of power when it attacks. So when this thing comes in, it's essentially 13/13 flying that your opponent needs to deal with, and if they don't deal with the flyers that stick around after this thing leaves, well, that's another 8 damage to put us over 21 and likely kill the opponent. Greasefang's pretty interesting because you get the Parhelion goes back to your hand. So there's 2 instances where we need to try to get this thing into the graveyard. One, just to kind of start things off, but then after it is able to do its thing, we need to get it back in the graveyard again so that Greasefang can continue to go. So the 2 ways that we're able to do that is, well, technically 3. Seasoned Hollowblade has a payment that allows us to discard a card to give this thing some effects. Normally it's just to keep this thing around on the battlefield, but for us it's just to be a discard outlet. Bone Shards, it's removal for us and also a way to get Parhelion into the graveyard. Sometimes we also want to have Greasefang in the graveyard, that is, if we need to reanimate it. But that's just another way to get Parhelion into the graveyard. And then the other one is we can Thoughtseize ourselves if we're kind of in a bind and need to get one of these 2 cards into the graveyard. And one card that has made me want to come back to this deck is the new printing of Lively Dirge, one of the new Spree cards. This can be, for 3 mana, a way to put something into our graveyard, so we can find either one of these 2 pieces. And for 4 mana, or 5, I guess, if you want to do all of this together, you can return up to 2 creature cards with CMC 4 or less, total that is, from your graveyard to the battlefield. So this is just a 4-mana way to get a Greasefang out from the graveyard. For 5 mana, though, we do get to find Greasefang and put him back onto the battlefield, so that is pretty nice. Hoping that we get to do that today, but we will see. So we have ways to discard the cards that we need to want to discard. We have the cards themselves that we need to get onto the battlefield as threats, and we have our tutors that can help us do it. Lively Dirge is our Entomb. Demonic Tutor is just a 5th copy of everything that's important to us. And then, we have Acceleration with Dark Ritual, Removal of Swords, and our Bone Shards that we talked about, and Surgical Extraction for the Mirror Match in case we play any Reanimate strategies that we cannot just yoink out of the graveyard ourselves. Also, Unearth being able to cycle is pretty big here. We have 3 plus 4 plus 4 ways to reanimate creatures, 11 effects in total, so to have some of those have different usages as well is really nice. It makes it feel like we're really not just playing 11 of the same card in a deck. Since we are in Timeless, we have access to Polluted Delta. We are surveilling here and there, and actually this should be more. I think I only have 2 of these. So we'll run just 2 of these right now and then drop a Concealed Courtyard. Actually, I want to keep the Concealed Courtyard, right? Because this is the 2 or fewer. I'll get rid of it. Brightclung Pathway will do just fine for us here. We are pretty split on our white-black mana. However, we are casting a lot of the black more often than the white. Actually, it's just 3 pips. So anyway, I think that's a good enough change for me right now. I think we'll just go ahead and hop into some games here and see what this deck's got for us. This is Greasefang Parhelion combo, now in Timeless. Here we go. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe to help with the YouTube algorithm, and subscribe for videos every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. See you there. Alright, this is round 1. We have a Parhelion in hand, and we have a Seasoned Hollowblade, plus this Dark Ritual can help us if we find our Spree. I am happy. Keep 7. Lively Dirge is here and online, so we are looking good. We are now just interested in lands, which we do find. And if we can get to that 5 mana point, which we will have with 3 lands and a Dark Ritual, we are looking great. Tarka's Command deals some damage, and they ramp a bit. Alright, so let's get the Seasoned Hollowblade out. We'll discard the Parhelion to keep it alive, and then we'll combo next turn. Bloodbraid Elf, okay. And now if this takes a land, then I'm unhappy. They'll just take Endomri, Anarch of Bolas, that's fine. We'll be able to take him out pretty quick. And if they attack with the Bloodbraid Elf, we're definitely going to get rid of it. Alright, cool, so they're going to move in here. We're definitely going to just discard our Parhelion and block. I fucked up. Okay, it's fine. Alright, supposed to declare the blocks, then activate it. That's a little silly mistake here. But, hey, I don't think it's going to matter because we have 3 mana. We have 5 mana. And let's just cast a Lively Dirge. We're going to +1 and +2 this guy for 5 mana. And we will find a Greasefang into the graveyard. And we want to reanimate that Greasefang before we move to combat. And we will bring back the Parhelion. I'm going to hold full control here just to make sure that we activate the Crew 4 in time. And now, I think there's nothing else to do other than go ahead and attack in. We're going to go 3 here and 5 here. This is tapped and attacking, so I want to make sure that this goes to face, and then the 1 here and 1 here will be perfect. And now I'd like to submit 2. I don't know why. Select a player or planeswalker to attack. 1 remaining. I've already chosen Domri now. Hold on. What? Submit 0, 1, 2, right? I'm so confused. There should be 2 of these triggers. Submit 1. Oh, I see. Each one you have to submit differently. Is that correct? Okay, I did get it right. Nice. Alright. Weird UI little bug here, but I think we're looking good. So we have the cannon fodder to discard to Seasoned Hollowblade here. And yeah, so we'll have a 3/3 if they decide to wipe the board. I can get rid of full control here. And yeah, we have lethal in the air right now. They have a Cascade spell. I'm thinking it's not really going to matter. Burning Tree Emissary, Forgefire Automaton, yeah, we're fine. Alright, cool. Even with a little slight misplay that ended up with us taking an additional 4 damage, things didn't really matter, and we got to see Lively Dirge go off. Really happy with the way that this one went, for sure. As we take a look here, Parhelion, Greasefang combo, gotta love it. It's a cool deck. Anyway, that was round 1. Here comes round 2. Alright, it's round 2. Let's go. Surgical Extraction's not really what I'm looking for. Kind of seems like it'd be decent against a Lurrus deck. We have Seasoned Hollowblade. We have Unearth. If we had a little bit more mana, this Demonic Tutor could find a Lively Dirge. I think I'm going to mulligan since opponent did as well. Here's Lively Dirge, so we're again able to go. We keep this 6, getting rid of Thoughtseize. I think that's probably the least close to helping us out. Uh-oh, we gotta worry about a Ragavan now. I think we'll probably just Bone Shards it, discarding the Parhelion. See what we draw, and yeah, I think we go Bone Shards, target this, discard a Parhelion. Turn 2, we'll Lively Dirge, and then turn 3 Unearth. Alright, could work. Definitely a little rickety, but it does have potential. We gotta worry about Lightning Bolt on our good friend, the Greasefang. And we have to pass through it. It's another Parhelion. Good to know about. Oh right, Lively Dirge has to be cast for 3. That's hilarious. Alright, we're passing. We'll show the opponent a little confidence here with that shock. And we're going to get Lightning Bolted. If we lose this one by 2, it's going to be a little awkward. Alright. Opponent could dash another Ragavan here. Play with fire. They are just going to go for the burn. It's a good thing that we are set up to win in 2 turns. Monastery Swift Spear. Not super excited to see it, but we will take our 1 bit of damage. That must have been their top deck for turn. And it's light up the stage, okay. Makes sense. Land, play with fire, alright. At least these spells haven't been helping their Swift Spear. I'm going to my turn. We have to shock again. We have to go Lively Dirge. Grab our Grease Fang. And we pass. Looking a little slow, but we're getting there. This potentially means that they're not getting as much damage as they hoped to out of the Swift Spear, so I like that. Mishra's Bauble, perfect. Alright, we go to 6 only. Now we have a blocker. Then we have not seen a DRC, which is probably one of the few flyers that they have. Unearth, let's bring back our friend. Grease Fang. Alright, we will Grease Fang move to combat. Bring back Parhelion. Hold full control, make sure that we activate. And now we're good to go. Move to attacks, and that's exactly 13 damage to kill the opponent. Looky there. Amazing. Alright, so we were able to actually triumph over the aggro deck against all odds, honestly. I felt like they definitely didn't play quite optimally. We could have been maybe 4-ish left life here. We would have been like around it too. But it seems like it didn't really matter. Opponent took damage getting their spells out, and we were able to get in. Alright, sounds good. So that's round 2 in the bag. Very, very quick one. Only 3 minutes about. Let's hop into round 4 and go for it again. Or sorry, this is going to be round 3 coming up. And we'll go for another combo. Alright, this is round 3. We're off 2 really good games so far. Hopefully more to come. Now we have turn 3 Lively Dirge into turn 4 Reanimate again, which we did say was pretty strong. This difference, though, here is that we don't have the Parhelion. Opponent kept 7. I think we will keep 7 too. Lively Dirge can work for both sides of our combo, so we can just hold it until we, get to where we want. I think we'll start off with this Polluted Delta. Okay, there's Grease Fang, so we can just get our Parhelion with Lively Dirge, and then just probably hard cast the Grease Fang. We're looking for a land here. Untapped if possible. Unearth is good, but we have Lively Dirge and Reanimate. I think we're okay with bidding that. Okay, so Seasoned Hollowblade also pretty good here. I think that'll be a turn 2 play. Don't think that I need to Bone Shards their Delighted Halfling, really. We find the second mana here. So I think I go like this. We'll play on black, since we don't have that much requirement for white. Here's Seasoned Hollowblade. We now have a blocker, which I will make sure to activate correctly if they decide for some reason to go in with the Delighted Halfling for a trade. It's going to be Bowmasters here, so we're going to probably just discard Grease Fang, I'd say. Boom, boom. Alright. Seasoned Hollowblade still alive, let's go. Demonic Tutor comes down, sure. And we do get to go to our turn, nice. Reanimate now. I can get back a Grease Fang, but what does that really do for me? Not much. I think I do want to activate Lively Dirge, so this needs to find a black basic mana. There we go. Lively Dirge +1. Let's just show them that we are a Grease Fang deck. Now the other problem with this would be if they've found like a Bajuka Bog, in which case I get absolutely blown out. Let's just send it. The worst thing that can happen is we lose 1/4 or 1 out of our 4 combo pairs. Just an Aether Hub, cool. So unless they have something better than that, oh god, it's Channel. All right, that is definitely what I would consider better. So this is probably Karn here, and then they just get Karn and get something that absolutely ruins me. Oh. Alright, well, Emrakul. Sure. So I guess I'm getting my whole hand discarded. Woodweaver's Puzzle Knot. So this might be the Aetherworks Marvel deck, actually. That's fun. So they get to go in here. Yeah, we'll go to our turn here. They get to discard our whole hand. Yep. This guy knows what's up. And then we will be at 1 life, I believe. Here comes Bone Shards. At least that can't kill my Seasoned Hollowblade. Reanimate, sure. And Swords to Plowshares. Now they can exile my season, my dude. Thoughtseize here. Not really gonna help me, honestly. I think we are just very much interested in going for the combo now. They attack in with Emrakul, trying to give me a 1-turn clock. I have to hit exactly Reanimate or Unearth. Okay, now they just survive straight up. Okay, well, we came close. Bone Shards, fine. Bone Shards, we can kill this guy. We will go to 1, so we have another shot at things. Now let's see what they do. Servant of the Conduit. Alright, we go to 1. And here comes the big turn. It'll be Dark Ritual and pass the turn. Unfortunately, we won't be able to get there. Well, we were just kind of broken with an Emrakul. Emrakul is a very good card, and that's why it costs all this mana. So, alright, we'll take our L in round 3 here and move into round 4 with 2 more chances at getting a win again. Here we go. Alright, this is going to be our round 4. We have Greasefang and 2 Unearths. A little redundant here since we'll be able to just cast Greasefang from hand. I think we can get better hands than this. Yeah, I'd say this is a pretty decent one. I am interested in either Unearth or Reanimate. I think that for our purposes, Reanimate is not as good unless our opponent's on Reanimator. We're going to just make sure that we're okay against that deck for now and take Reanimate. Let's see if this was something that matters. It's bad if our opponents burn and we have to pay 3 life to get a Greasefang out, but other than that, I think that Reanimate is equal, if not better. Springleaf Drum, okay. Godless Shrine, we'll put that in tapped, and looks like it'll be a slow boat here. Do I want to play Lively Dirge now? I don't think so. I mean, opponent's giving me the time. I can just go for Lively Dirge for 5 mana, get Greasefang on the battlefield at the very least. Forging the Anchor. Looking like we have some artifact synergy here. So this might be the new 3 mana artifact. I can't remember the name. I've played a deck with it already. So at some point we can just hardcast a Parhelion, which is pretty solid. Yeah, Simulacrum Synthesizer, that's what I was thinking of. So they have 1, 2, 3 artifacts, making their Mirror Enforcer a 4/4. Okay, they're just going to be able to make a Mirror Enforcer next turn. That's pretty gnarly. We have our 5 mana here, so we're going to go Lively Dirge. Auto pay. I kind of say we get back a Greasefang, honestly. It's either that or Seasoned Hollowblade. I'm interested in the Greasefang, I think, at this point. Alright. So if we can discard the Parhelion at any point, we are looking good. We only need 2 turns to attack in the air. Opponent is going to be really good about murdering me here. They're going to trigger Simulacrum here. That's an 8/8. So we're both very close to 2-turning each other. They're a bit closer than I am. Now they have a blocker in the air, which is unfortunate for me. I'm going to have to get a big draw here. We really need to get this Parhelion back. I think my best draw here would be Bone Shards. Bone Shards would go hard here. Alright, well, I think it's looking like they have too much power here. This is about 100 power off of the Simulacrum Synthesizer. Nice. Well, okay, so this is not terrible. We have Dark Ritual into Parhelion. 6. Oh, wait, no. Oh, yeah, no, it's exactly enough. I think I'm interested in doing that. Oh, but it really doesn't matter because we're dead, right? Okay, we'll show them what we were doing. And then they're going to attack with 32, 64 plus 6, 80 damage. I mean, hey, Simulacrum Synthesizer is a incredibly good card. I am really loving that we get to see what an Urza's Saga-like deck would look like in Timeless. And I think if we ever get actual Urza's Saga, the Simulacrum deck is going to be insane. This is such a powerful card. Artifacts, I think, are a very, very good way to play Timeless right now. Phyrexian Metamorph on the Simulacrum Synthesizer, I am here for it. Oh no, they take Thought Monitor. Okay, that's basically the same thing. 24 times 10, 240 damage. This is nuts. Go off, opponent. They are pretty much only able to cast more Mirror Enforcers right now since they don't have mana. Oh no, they have the Springleaf Drum. Cool. Oh my gosh, this is just obscene. I'm gonna go ahead and just tap any defenses that I could have. Give them all of the control that they want here, and they're just gonna attack in here. No blocks. Let's go to Absolute Death. About 130. And yeah, hey, Simulacrum Synthesizer is an amazing card. If you want to see me play some of it, I did a build right when it was spoiled. I think it was last week sometime, so go check that out. I think that I'm going to have to come revisit it, because for one thing, where is it? The Phyrexian Metamorph is a really good call there. Can be another Simulacrum Synthesizer, which is cool. All in all, very, very cool deck. The Shadow Spear, good tech to make these things life linkable. I'm thinking we see a pretty strong contender in the format here. But let me know what your thoughts are on it in the description below. Not the description, the comment section. What am I saying? These are the same YouTube spiel that everyone's heard a million times. But yeah, anyway, that was round 4, was it? Let me look at my recordings. So that was round 4. 5th and final one coming up. Let's make it a good one. Alright, this is round 5, 5th and final one. Reanimate, Lively Dirge, Dark Ritual. I am so here for it. All we need is either Parhelion or Greasefang. And yeah, we even have the Bone Shards to discard. This is probably the best slow hand that we could ask for. Elvish Mystic, we have Unearth to cycle. Elvish Warmaster, okay. Do need to watch out for Elf Ball. Godless Shrine, do I want to do something with my second mana of the game? I think I want to cycle on Earth. We pass. And things might get really bad for us here if they double spell. Let's see if they decide to go for damage. They do, actually. That's good. I'm interested in that. Looks like they are going to try to double spell at the end of my turn. Oh, no, they're actually going to let me go. Cool. I'm cycling this. I hope this is a deck that just doesn't happen to... I see. Collected Company. Alright, well, that's essentially a double spell. Hopefully they whiff. I kind of doubt that they will. Archdruid, Dwynen's Elite. That's tough. Oh, we'll draw our card here. It's Bone Shards. A little bit late for this War Master, honestly. I think we Surveil here, looking to hit something into the graveyard. We don't find it. And then now I think it's going to be Bone Shards, discarding a card here. We want to take them off of mana, but we also want to take them off of the thing that's making their board wide. I'm going to discard a Painful Land. And, yeah, we kind of just have to sit here. Lively Dirge is online. But not Lively Dirge plus Bone Shards. Ah, and they just have Natural Order here. That's tough. and we are done for. Alright, well, there's Elf Ball for you. We had a good hand, but it just wasn't fast enough. We needed our best fast hand, not our best slow hand. Since that was too quick of a loss, I'm going to go ahead and re-record one more. Let's get out of here and back into the queue. I fully believe that this deck has what it takes to end the game, end these games on a high note. So we'll just give it one more random try, see how it goes. If it's a win, it's a win. If it's a loss, it's a loss. Things will be okay. Overall, hope you guys have been enjoying this one. It's been a really fun time for me to play. I like playing Lively Dirge. I think that the spree cards are pretty cool. And I just really like to add new cards to old decks. It's a very fun thing to do. So let's see. Bone Shards and Seasoned Hollowblade, 2 discard abilities. Dark Writ doesn't really help us. I think this is kind of just a clunky hand. I'm not going to keep it. Parhelia and Seasoned Hollowblade, great. And then we just drop off Reanimate or Unearth. Polluted Delta finds a fetch land, and we hope to be good from here. So I'm going to get rid of the Unearth. We're going to start with our Polluted Delta, and opponent is on 7 cards. I didn't see if they mulliganed. Oh, they did mulligan as well, so they'll stay in parity with me. Polluted Delta will find us a Surveil land. Godless Shrine will go to the graveyard. Next turn, it's Seasoned Hollowblade, and we just look for a Greasefang. These aren't necessarily bad on their own. Breeding Pool and tap, you'll love to see it. So we're actually just going to get in here with a 3-1. Soften the opponent up a little bit. Here's Hollowblade number 2, and we pass. So, I mean, while these are not the normal combo pieces, the 6th power is going to be a problem for the opponent. And we'd like to step on the throat as much as possible here. Here's another 6. And let's make that 9. Not quite a 1-turn clock, but we are basically there after this next attack if we can get through. Alright. And what's coming down here? Is there a board wipe to be had? I have to imagine there is. Oh, Throes of Chaos. This is Throes of Chaos into Tybalt's Trickery and then get some random big thing off the top. Let's go. Oh, Crashing Footfalls is in Timeless now? Oh my gosh, I didn't know. Alright, well, yeah, they got their 4/4s now. I actually had no idea that this was in Timeless. That's hilarious. We got the Canna Rhinos. Anyway, we also have Greasefang here, so our opponent's going to be dead. But pretty cool deck that they had here. We're going to move to combat. Bring this to the battlefield. We are going to tap our Greasefang and move in for the win. They can block if they'd like, but they are definitely dead in the air. Alright. Well, it's very good to know that Crashing Footfalls is in Timeless now. You cannot get it out as quickly as you can in like Legacy or Modern, so you know that's just a thing to consider. But to cascade very quickly like they did is actually pretty decent. But with that being said, this is going to end our deck tech for today. Hope you guys enjoyed seeing this one and hope you guys give it a try on your own. The deck list will be in the video description, so check that out. And finally, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe to help me with all those YouTube overhead things. And I will see you in the next video.